Morning, my dear.
How are you doing?
Everyone I can or twice on Sunday.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
We're all in our places with bright, shiny faces. Good morning to you.
That's right.
Who are you?
I'm Isaiah. Who are you?
Meredith,
Oh,
the one that's always complaining.
do you know the other guy?
Elijah?
Yeah.
Yes, I know him. He's good people, too.
He's the one who makes your breakfast.
I'll have to tell him thank you.
Well, he's right here. You can tell him. Hello.
Elijah, thank you for making breakfast.
You're welcome.
You're the bestest.
Thank you. Here, you're gonna feel yourself go down.
Okay, thank
We're just
you.
lowering you into the chair.
Thank you.
Just keep it like that.
You guys are too good to me. I don't deserve it because I'm crabby and grumpy and I yell a lot.
But we all do those things.
Not like me.
Maybe worse.
I don't think so. Now am I going to get breakfast?
Yeah, Elijah went to go cook it for you.
Good. He's a good kid.
Oh yeah. Do you remember my name?
You're Isaiah.
Yeah.
You're a good kid too.
Thank you.
Annie's got nothing but good kids.
Sure, I'll tell her that.
Yeah, please. I like that blanket.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
About 3.5 years ago, she had a major stroke. And I don't think the family members who live with her realized how much damage the stroke did, so she wasn't able to walk. So it was an emergency situation. She had been on the couch a couple days and wasn't able to move. So we had her re-hospitalized, and then I asked for permission to bring her home with us because I didn't want her going in a nursing home. So she was born in 1927, and she came to live with us in October 2016. So when she moved in with us, she was 89, and on March 16th, 2020, she will turn 93. How you doing, Mare?
Okay.
You gonna keep my hand warm?
Not with mine. Mine are cold.
Okay, well then I'll keep your hand warm. How's that?
That sounds good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You see me well enough?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're pretty.
Oh, well, thank you.
You are.
Well, so are you. It must run in the family. And then where did you go to school?
St. Clair.
Your mom and dad paid for that? Oh, well, your dad paid because your mom was a homemaker, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Daddy paid to keep me in St. Clair.
Oh, that was sweet.
Then they went to Lord.
Yeah. And you grew up in the Depression?
Yeah.
Was that difficult?
I know I didn't miss any food. I got fed all the time.
You always had food on the table?
Yeah.
What about Christmas? What was Christmas like? Did you get presents?
Oh, yes.
What kind of presents did you get?
Well, you know, clothes and a doll.
And that was a good Christmas for you?
Oh, sure. Why all the questions?
Because I'm nosy.
You sure are.
I'd like to have a record. Don't you think it would be nice to have our family history?
Yeah.
You're the keeper of the family history. You got lots of good information in there. So when she first came here, She had just had her first major stroke, and she required maximum assistance. For the most part, I was able to help her, but she wasn't able to walk independently when we brought her in, so I had to, help stand her up in the evening. She was kind of almost wheelchair bound when she got here. If she was going to walk, we had to do what's called cueing, which is literally tell her step by step, how to walk with a walker and somebody holding her up. And she was like that for about 2.5 years. And then on your graduation, while we were at your ceremony, she apparently had a second stroke. And at that point, she had completely lost her ability to walk. It's difficult for her to sit up. This was a big transition to the point that it was going to take 2 to 3 of us to move her from the bed to the chair and back. And I gave the older 3 of you the choice if you guys thought we would be able to handle it, or if not, then we would have to look into putting her in a nursing home. And the 3 of you said that you wanted to give it a try, and I think I was the one that was most nervous and in tears, and your sister said, don't worry, we'll figure this out. And just like we figured it out and adjusted the first time, we could do it again. Who paid for high school?
My daddy.
He paid for it all by himself?
Sure.
And you were working at Walgreens downtown? Yeah. How old were you when you got the job at Walgreens?
18.
18?
Yeah.
Did you take the bus downtown?
I sure did.
By yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you work while you were in high school?
Yes. Weekends.
What did you do?
I waited table.
Did you make good money?
I made good chips.
And then in high school, you learned how to do shorthand, right?
Yeah.
It was a lot of secretarial work and stuff?
Yes.
And you wanted to work in an office?
Oh, yeah.
And then how many years did you work at the gas company?
About 44.
About 44. How old are you now, Mayor?
40-something.
40-something. Do you remember who our president is?
Trump.
Very good. See, you're sharp as a tack.
And just as flat-headed.
Do you like living with us?
Oh, yes.
What do you like about it?
Because you people are good people.
Aw. Is it good to be at home?
Yes.
It's good to have you home.
It's good to be here.
And what do you think about the dogs?
I love them.
They're so loud, though.
Well, they're doggies.
Do they scare you with all their
Never.
fuss? Never. Do you like dogs better than people sometimes?
Yes.
Why is that? They make better company?
Yes, they don't talk back to you.
Yeah. So my aunt has always loved Christmas. It's her favorite time of year. When I was little, she would take me to see Christmas Carol. So that was one of her favorite things. And this year I was so stressed out with the property. We didn't even really have Christmas with gifts, but I wanted to make sure that I celebrated with my aunt. And she's been so quiet since the stroke. It's been, 8 or 9 months. She's been so quiet, and she hasn't had as much of a range of emotions. But it was really important to me to watch It's a Wonderful Life with her this year because I wasn't sure if this would be her last Christmas. And I was sitting on the couch with my son Isaiah, and he said, "Don't you hear that?" And I said, "No, what?" And he said, "Marion." And I looked over, and she was crying. It was in the final scene when everybody was showing George Bailey how much they loved and appreciated him and the impact he had on their life. And so I knelt down beside her, and I asked her, did she realize what an impact she's had on everybody else's life, in our family, in the community. She used to visit people in the hospital and bring them communion. She'd visit community members when they were sick. When my mother died 16 years ago, my aunt said, come back home and be with us. So I asked my aunt, did she realize what a profound impact she's had on people throughout her life? And of course, being the humble Christian woman that she is, she said, no, I don't think so. But I try to remind her as often as possible that she was and continues to be a phenomenal lady. Sunshine, you are my sunshine.
You make me happy when skies are gray.
You'll
Never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
That's right. I love you.
I love you more.